We are living in historic times, and to help document the moments that we are experiencing is the West Bloomfield Historical Society. With us now on the show is going to be Gina Gregory. She's the president for the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society. Thanks for being with us here on the show.
You're very welcome. Hi, Ronnie. How are you?
We are all surviving, looking forward to 2021. How about you?
I'm ready for whatever it brings, maybe.
What's this been like for someone who loves history, such as yourself?
Um, well, in some ways, it's been a great time. It's certainly been a year of pivoting and a year of learning new technology. Listening to the school district, they're working so hard to make things happen. Um, we are too, on our level. So we've been shifting a lot when we closed in March to create programming that was virtual and still, relate to our community. So we've done quite well by increasing our amount of email and our virtual collecting program. Now looking for winter memories that people can submit, so a way to engage the community. And we've stepped up, we've learned to do virtual programming. So that's been exciting. And it's helped us focus that the history that we do have can be recorded. And then by doing so, we can share it with people now and for years to come. So that's a real upside that we're usually too busy to think about doing. So now we've kind of have that opportunity put in front of us, which has great long-lasting value.
Before we jump into the grant that you recently received, I do want to talk a little bit about documenting the history that is going on right now, because I think back at the Spanish flu, how it would be different in what we're doing today if they had the technology and the ability to record what they were experiencing like we do today.
Sure. There certainly were newspapers back in the day. It would be fascinating to go look at those. And I haven't done that. But what I have seen by watching TV shows is that there wasn't much talk about it. The president never acknowledged that there even was a pandemic because he had been so busy with the end of World War I and moving the peace agreements forward. So life's different in a lot of ways. We're certainly talking about this, quite a lot. So with all the digital ways and even still, print, it's going to be well documented. And we, as you know, and you've talked about it with Corey, are collecting memories locally of people. So we set up to collect memories about the pandemic and then shifted and said, well, let's collect memories in general. People can always share with us what their experience or did experience in their lives, and it's all good.
And do you think that because we are living through this together and with the technology, has it brought us closer together from a historical standpoint, or is it maybe, are we not connecting like we would if we didn't have all this technology?
It's hard to say, I don't know. I mean, this morning I was trying to get philosophical about how we see all that people bring out in the open now. Is that new? Is it more intense? Or are we just seeing it up close and personal, literally? And, so is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Or none of the above? It's hard to know. Certainly it feels intense, but, so were the 60s. So were the McCarthy era. I've been thinking about the McCarthy era. And when that ended, what was life like then? Did people talk about it? Did things just chill out? Did they go underground? I don't know. I'm way off topic here from what, just as a person looking around, it's a lot to think about.
It really is. It's going to be fascinating to see how we come out of this, and also the long-term impact of the documentation, such as social media. And as you were saying, so many people are much more willing and open to share things now with social media than maybe they were before. With that, Gina Gregory with us here on the show. She is the president for the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society. With that, Gina, tell us about the grant that the Historical Society recently received.
Well, it's a grant from the Oakland Together Cultural Institution COVID-19 support grant through Oakland County. And we were awarded that grant in late December. And so the grant was awarded to arts, cultural, and stewardship institutions who provide cultural understanding, diversity, conversation, and stewardship while enhancing the quality of life for Oakland County and Southeast Michigan. So the grants allocated funds for operational costs, social distancing, and COVID-related supplies. So it's been awesome because our revenue stream was turned off, yet we still had bills to pay. And then we also had volunteers stepping up to provide more programming. And so to have the opportunity to support them, as well as us buying new technology to create these programs has been wonderful. It's been great. And we'll be able to utilize those resources for years to come. So I'm really excited. And from for our perspective, that's been a nice upside for us. Fortunately.
And there are some silver linings coming out of that. And with this, if people do want to share their memories or even get involved in the Historical Society, how can they do that?
Easily, they can go to our website, and it says there's a contact button. So if they press that, they can write me an email. They can write to Corey Taylor, our Office and Activities Coordinator, and her email address is cory@gwbhs.org. Our website, which is gwbhs.org, standing for Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society. And we use the word greater because it includes all of West Bloomfield as originally platted, which includes Orchard Lake, Keiko Harbor, and Silton Lake.
Well, it's been great to have you on, and we've spoken with Corey several times before as well, but thank you to you and your team for all that you're doing and documenting this historic time that we are living through right now.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.